O thou whose face is the object of my adoration, whose beauty is my sanctuary, whose habitation is my goal, whose praise is my hope, whose providence is my companion, whose love is the cause of my being, whose mention is my solace, whose nearness is my desire, whose presence is my dearest wish and highest aspiration. I entreat thee not to withhold from me the things thou didst ordain for the chosen ones among thy servants. Supply me then with the good of this world and of the next. Thou truly art the King of all men. There is no God but thee, the ever forgiving, the most generous. O thou kind Lord, these lovely children are the handiwork of the fingers of thy might, and the wondrous signs of thy greatness. O God, protect these children. Graciously assist them to be educated, and enable them to render service to the world of humanity. O God, these children are pearls. Cause them to be nurtured within the shell of thy loving kindness. Thou art the bountiful, the all-loving. O my God, O thou forgiver of sins, bestower of gifts, dispeller of afflictions. Verily I beseech thee to forgive the sins of such as have abandoned the physical garment and have ascended to the spiritual world. O my Lord, purify them from trespasses, dispel their sorrows, and change their darkness into light. Cause them to enter the garden of happiness. Cleanse them with the most pure water, and grant them to behold thy splendors on the loftiest mount. Suffer me, O my God, to draw nigh unto thee, and to abide within the precincts of thy court, for remoteness from thee hath well nigh consumed me. Cause me to rest under the shadow of the wings of thy grace, for the flame of my separation from thee hath melted my heart within me. Draw me nearer to the river that is life indeed, For my soul burneth with thirst in its ceaseless search after thee. My sighs, O my God, proclaim the bitterness of mine anguish, and the tears I shed attest my love for thee. I beseech thee, O my God, by the praise wherewith thou praisest thyself, and thy glory wherewith thou glorifiest thine own essence, to grant that we may be numbered among them that have recognized thee, and have acknowledged thy sovereignty in thy days. Help us then to quaff, O my God, from the fingers of mercy, the living waters of thy loving kindness. Powerful art thou to do what pleaseth thee. Thou art verily the Almighty, the help in peril, the self-subsisting. Glorified be thy name, O thou who art the King of all kings. O God, my God, this thy handmaiden is calling upon thee, trusting in thee, turning her face unto thee, imploring thee to shed thy heavenly bounties upon her, and to disclose unto her thy spiritual mysteries, and to cast upon her the lights of thy Godhead. O my Lord, make the eyes of my husband to see. Rejoice thou his heart with the light of the knowledge of thee. Draw thou his mind unto thy luminous beauty. Cheer thou his spirit by revealing unto him thy manifest splendors. O my Lord, lift thou the veil from before his sight. Rain down thy plenteous bounties upon him. Intoxicate him with the wine of love for thee. Make him one of thine angels, whose feet walk upon this earth, even as their souls are soaring through the high heavens. Cause him to become a brilliant lamp, shining out with the light of thy wisdom in the midst of thy people. Verily thou art the precious, the ever bestowing, the open of hand. Glory be to thee, O King of eternity, and the maker of nations, and the fashioner of every moldering bone. I pray thee by thy name, through which thou didst call all mankind unto the horizon of thy majesty and glory, and didst guide thy servants to the court of thy grace and favors, to number me with such as have rid themselves from everything except thyself, and have set themselves towards thee, and have not been kept back by such misfortunes as were decreed by thee, from turning in the direction of thy gifts. I have laid hold, O my Lord, on the handle of thy bounty, and clung steadfastly to the hem of the robe of thy favor. Send down then upon me out of the clouds of thy generosity what will purge out from me the remembrance of anyone except thee, and make me able to turn unto him who is the object of the adoration of all mankind, against whom have been arrayed the stirrers of sedition, who have broken thy covenant and disbelieved in thee and in thy signs. Deny me not, O my Lord, the fragrances of thy raiment in thy days, and deprive me not of the breathings of thy revelation, at the appearance of the splendors of the light of thy face. Powerful art thou to do what pleaseth thee. Naught can resist thy will, nor frustrate what thou hast purposed by thy power. No God is there but thee, the Almighty, the All-Wise. That one's by Bahá'u'lláh. Here's another one. He is the mighty, the pardoner, the compassionate. O God, my God, thou beholdest thy servants in the abyss of perdition and error. Where is thy light of divine guidance? O thou, the desire of the world. Thou knowest their helplessness and their feebleness. Where is thy power? O thou in whose grasp lie the powers of heaven and earth. I ask thee, O Lord my God, by the splendor of the lights of thy loving kindness, and the billows of the ocean of thy knowledge and wisdom, and by thy word, wherewith thou hast swayed the peoples of thy dominion, to grant that I may be one of them that have observed thy bidding in thy book. And do thou ordain for me that which thou hast ordained for thy trusted ones, them that have quaffed the wine of divine inspiration from the chalice of thy bounty, and hastened to do thy pleasure and observe thy covenant and testament. Powerful art thou to do as thou willest. There is none other God but thee, the all-knowing, the all-wise. Decree for me, by thy bounty, O Lord, that which shall prosper me in this world and hereafter, and shall draw me nigh unto thee, O thou who art the Lord of all men. There is none other God but thee, the one, the mighty, the glorified. Baha'u'lláh. Here's one by Abdu'l-Baha. O my Lord and my hope, help thou thy loved ones to be steadfast in thy mighty covenant, to remain faithful to thy manifest cause, and to carry out the commandments thou didst set down for them in thy book of splendors, that they may become banners of guidance and lamps of the company above, well springs of thine infinite wisdom, and stars that lead aright as they shine down from the supernal sky. Verily art thou the invincible, the almighty, the all-powerful. Abdu'l-Baha. Here's a prayer for forgiveness by Baha'u'lláh. I am he, O my Lord, that hath set his face towards thee, and fixed his hope on the wonders of thy grace and the revelations of thy bounty. I pray thee that thou wilt not suffer me to turn away disappointed from the door of thy mercy, nor abandon me to such of thy creatures as have repudiated thy cause. I am, O my God, thy servant and the son of thy servant. I have recognized thy truth in thy days, and have directed my steps towards the shores of thy oneness, confessing thy singleness, acknowledging thy unity, and hoping for thy forgiveness and powerful art thou to do what thou willest. No God is there beside thee, the all-glorious, the ever-forgiving. Here's one by Abdul-Baha, another prayer for forgiveness. O thou forgiving Lord, thou art the shelter of all these thy servants. Thou knowest the secrets and art aware of all things. We are all helpless, and thou art the mighty, the omnipotent. We are all sinners, and thou art the forgiver of sins, the merciful, the compassionate. O Lord, look not at our shortcomings. Deal with us according to thy grace and bounty. Our shortcomings are many, but the ocean of thy forgiveness is boundless. Our weakness is grievous, but the evidences of thine aid and assistance are clear. Therefore confirm and strengthen us. Enable us to do that which is worthy of thy holy threshold. Illumine our hearts. Grant us discerning eyes and attentive ears. Resuscitate the dead and heal the sick. Bestow wealth upon the poor and give peace and security to the fearful. Accept us in thy kingdom and illumine us with the light of kindness. Thou art the powerful and the omnipotent. Thou art the generous. Thou art the clement. Thou art the kind. Let's see if I can remember this one. O my God, aid thou thy servant to raise up the word and to refute what is vain and false, to establish the truth, to spread the sacred verses abroad, reveal the splendors, and make the morning's light to dawn in the hearts of the righteous. And now I'll end with Abdul-Baha's tablet to the northeastern states. O thou kind Lord, praise be unto thee, that thou hast shown us the highway of guidance. Open the doors of the kingdom and manifested thyself through the Sun of reality. To the blind thou hast given sight. To the deaf thou hast granted hearing. Thou hast resuscitated the dead. Thou hast enriched the poor. Thou hast shown the way to those who have gone astray. Thou hast led those with parched lips to the fountain of guidance. Thou hast suffered the thirsty fish to reach the ocean of reality. And thou hast invited the wandering birds to the rose garden of grace. O thou Almighty, we are thy servants and thy poor ones. We are remote and yearn for thy presence, are athirst for the water of thy fountain, are ill, longing for thy healing. We are walking in thy path and have no aim or hope save the diffusion of thy fragrance, so that all souls may raise the cry of, O God, guide us to the straight path. May their eyes be open to behold the light. May they be freed from the darkness of ignorance. May they gather around the lamp of thy guidance. May every portionless one receive a share. May the deprived become the confidants of thy mysteries. O Almighty, look upon us with the glance of mercifulness. Grant us heavenly confirmation. Bestow upon us the breath of the Holy Spirit, so that we may be assisted in thy service, and like unto brilliant stars, shine in these regions with the light of thy guidance. Verily, thou art the powerful, the mighty, the wise.